Hello, everybody. This is Card Guy Chris Ellis and Collectible Chris, and we are going to talk about the AL West.
And to remind everyone of the standings, the Astros are dominating the division, being the only team above 500 at this point, with 46 wins and 27 losses. In second place is actually the Texas Rangers. So I think no one expected the Rangers to at least be in second place. They are one game below 500 with 36 to 37. Angels are in third place with 36 wins, 41 losses. The Mariners are fourth with 35 wins and 41 losses. And sadly, the Oakland A's, with the young team that they have, they are at 25 wins and 51 losses.
And all right, so the first team we'll start to talk about is the Houston Astros.
And as always, the Astros are always living up to the hype. I think not one team other than another team in the division gets hyped up like the Astros. There's no wrong guy to really collect for the Astros. I mean, Altuve is still a marketable guy. Bregman's rookie card is still affordable, especially on eBay. Kyle Tucker is honestly one of my favorite guys, and honestly, I'm going to start collecting him just because of how great he is. And Alvarez is having a stellar season compared to his first two.
Yep, and one of the guys I collect is Jordan. So, yeah, you get Jordan. He's probably one of the best designated hitters in the game
Yes.
today. So, and he's very collectible. He's very price worthy. Prices are pretty good. So, the next team we'll be talking about then is the Texas Rangers, who would have thunk they were in second.
And of course, the Rangers are leading, and with the guy that I collect is Corey Seager. And Seager is just an unbelievable talent ever since he was with the Dodgers. Like, you cannot go wrong with it. And actually, one of the rookies, Brock Burke, the pitcher, he is turning around. This is considered his rookie season because back in 2019, it was actually his rookie season was cut short after 6 games. So Brock has turned around with a 1.78 ERA with 4 wins and 1 loss. So Rangers are surprisingly great, and I think that's because the manager Chris Woodward. I mean, he has moved that team around so much.
Yeah, another one I started collecting just recently is Marcus Simeon. Even though right now he's not living up to the contract, but he has started turning around hitting wise this month. So he's a good one. Ardonis, their center fielder, is a good one to collect.
Oh, Garcia, that's Garcia. Right?
Yeah, Adonis
Okay.
Garcia
My
is
bad.
a good one to collect. Um, Dane Dunning's having a good season as a pitcher for them. He's has got several cards as a his rookie was probably with the White Sox. Kobe Allard, a former pitcher for the Braves, he's up with the Rangers. So they got a lot of youth. So on that end of the team, next is
The Angels, and of course, my opinion, the Angels are the most overhyped team in baseball, and it's mainly because of two players, Trout, and of course, their two-way player, Otani. Of course, Otani and Trout is going to be value no matter what. You can get some cards that actually worth something, but the thing is, you cannot just have a guy to do everything and not expect him to get tired. Honestly, I'm surprised Otani has done it as long as he has. I'm happy for Trout though, with especially with the injury he had last year. They got good players, they got good talent. It's just their pitching and their bullpen is lacking.
yeah. I mean the Angels got uh, they should be playing way better than what they are with the talent around them, especially this year. Ward's having a good year. Marsh is having a good year. Trout's having his usual good year coming back from injury. Shohei is doing what Shohei does. So, but I am collecting Detmers. He's the rookie that pitched the no hitter this year, and of course Shohei is pretty popular. So, of course I do collect Trout. So Trout's always in the PC collection. So but the Angels definitely should be a way better team than what they are. Um, Maybe the second half of the season they'll be able to turn it around and actually, challenge. But as of right now, they're third best team, right, in their division.
Astros are the best team.
Oh, the third best team.
Third
Right.
best team, yeah.
Okay, so, and our next team is from the Northwest, the Seattle Mariners.
And the Mariners are also ahead with the youth bug. Unfortunately, I'm not collecting anyone at this time for the Mariners. If we are talking like an older Mariners, like Cano is considered a Mariner, Cruz is considered a Mariner, but the two of my all-time favorite Mariners are Randy Johnson and Adrian Beltre. So for that, I collect them. But of course, the biggest talk about with the Mariners is really their rookie Julio Rodriguez, who has been hitting it well with the bat, and is just an unbelievable young player. As long as he stays healthy, I think he'll be the player to watch for in the next few years.
Yes, and Julio has several cards that are out. And he's definitely taken the biggest step forward. Him and Bobby Witt Jr. in the Central, which we talked about last week. Probably the top two rookies of the year candidates for the American League. Both of them will probably be in the All-Star game. I don't see how they're not.
I'll agree to that.
So, of course, Jared Kelenic, another prized guy, just got sent back down. They want him to work on his swing a little bit more. His defense ability is still there. It's just they want him to be more MLB ready, and I think that will help a lot going to Tacoma, or if they send him to Double-A. But the Mariners have a young team, just like the Orioles and the Detroit Tigers, so they should be competing in the next couple of years easily for years to come. And our last place team is
The Athletics, and of course, the Athletics have always been a young team, always moving players around, always again new players, or even trading their best players. I mean, shoot, off season, Matt Olson went to the Braves, and look what he's doing for the Braves now. The only player I really collect for the Athletics is a former Brave, Pache, and he is no means a home run hitter, but he has great defense and is at least a consistent hitter. So I'm still going to collect Pache because I think he still has it. It's just that if he ever becomes a home run guy, it's just that it's going to take time because he hits for contact instead of power.
Yeah, but I have to agree. I'm collecting Pache. Just continuing the collection on him because, kind of hurt to lose him. But he's the only thing he really needs to improve on is his hitting. So, but his defense is definitely there. So let's go now to who we think are the MVPs, Rookie of the Year, Cy Youngs, comeback, and manager.
And right before the show, me and my dad actually talked about this. And tremendously, our MVP vote is going to be Alvarez out of Houston. I mean, he's producing more than Altuve is, and he's hitting ninth in the lineup. I mean, he's leading the league in home runs, RBIs. He has a few stolen bases. The only thing someone beats him in is a batting average, but he has a 284 batting average, which is good for an MVP role. So AL West, the MVP leader, Alvarez.
Yep, I agree with that. Just the season he's having. He's one of the big reasons why the Astros are doing what they're doing. So, next will be our Cy Young Award.
Yeah, and actually, let me get to his stats just so, because everyone will be surprised about my Cy Young pick.
Well, I'll go ahead and go with my Cy Young pick.
All right.
And right now it's going to be from Houston. It's going to be Justin Verlander for the Astros. Enough said. I don't think I have to go through the stats on that one.
And I would agree with Verlander, except for I know someone with a better record, a better ERA than him. And it's actually a guy from Seattle. I am going with Logan Gilbert from Seattle. He has 8 wins, 3 losses with a 2.44 ERA, which is amazing for a AL division player, especially a guy from the West. Granted, his strikeouts are not as great, but he has 89 strikeouts, so close to 100. And like he has better numbers than last year already. Has better control than he was a rookie last year, so I'm going with Gilbert.
Okay. All right. So our next pick will be Rookie of the Year.
Which I think it will be unanimous for both me and you as well. The young guy from Seattle, Julio Rodriguez, just stellar guy, great power, great defense as well. I cannot argue anything bad about Julio. Also a class player, does wonderful for his community. I'm going with Julio.
Yep. We agree on that one. Julio's definitely, I mean, he's leading the American League in steals. He's tied or ahead of Witt in homers and RBIs by just a few,
Yep.
if any. So yeah, it's going to be a Bobby Witt, Julio Rodriguez race for the American League Rookie of the Year, unless something drastically changes.
And the only player, honestly, that will come close, or at least become third place, will be Jeremy Pena for the Astros.
That'd be a good pick.
9 home runs, 275 batting average. I mean, he's not bad as well. It's just that Julio and Bobby Witt are just producing great numbers right now.
Yeah, that's not a bad one either. Pena's replaced a cornerstone in Carlos Correa, so yeah, that's a good one. Manager of the Year?
My manager of the year, I'm going with the second place Texan, the Rangers, Chris Woodward. He has moved around that team so much, and he has done so much positivity with the Rangers right now, is stepping into the organization. He was a decent ball player, and honestly, he has a great mind for the game. And just the fact that the Rangers are now second, and he has helped turn that bullpen around, which has struggled in the last 4 years alone. Like, Woodward has done tremendously to help out with the staff as well as the players. So, Chris Woodward for Texas.
Okay, and mine is going to be Dusty Baker for Houston. The right guy to take over this team after what happened with the whole trash can / cheating scandal. He's just the right man for that job, and it'd be something to see the Houston Astros and the Mets if they were to make the World Series, because one of them would finally win one. So, but yeah, I'd go with Dusty Baker on that one. And comeback player of the year?
Comeback, unanimously Mike Trout after the injury he had last season. I mean, even before the injury, he was on pace for having a 30 home run, 85 plus RBI season. Already 20 plus home runs this season, staying healthy, hitting the ball the way he's supposed to with his batting average. Of course, him and Shohei being the pillars of that Angel team, but Trout being the unanimously home run hitter for that team over Shohei, I'm giving it to Trout as comeback.
And I would have to agree. Mike Trout is definitely the comeback player of the year for the American League West. He just goes where he was left off at, and he'll be in the top 5 again this year for AL MVP easily. He's easily making the All-Star team. So, I mean, the American League West is one of those teams. I mean, its only true weakness as a division is its others win-loss records. I mean, when you got one team above 500, it's kind of a bad thing. But other than that, I mean, they got some young players and some future stars. So baseball is definitely not, with young talent, it's definitely getting there. But do you got anything to add?
Really, as long as the Rangers do what they are doing, if they actually get to have a winning streak, and actually, because the last time they faced the Astros, Rangers did get 2 wins over the Astros. So I see the Rangers at least trying to make a comeback for a wild card spot. It's just that they're in a tough division, hitting wise. Is just the fact that the Rangers do what they do. Seattle and Oakland will always be contenders in the future. It's just that Oakland just needs to keep their main prospects to actually build a team around. You get rid of your prospects or for a better trade value or trying to get decent hitters, then it's going to be tough. If Oakland can be what they were back 2013 to 2016 with J.J. Redick, Davis, and all of them, even Sonny Gray, then Oakland will be in the best spot ever. But when they traded away their key players, it's tough. So, but as of right now, Seattle and the Rangers, I see them being the best teams within 4 years.
All right. So that is all for the American League West. We'll come back with you next week with our actual, it'll be an actual AL profile with our choices for midseason MVP, Rookie of the Year, Manager of the Year, Comeback Player of the Year, and Cy Young. So we'll come back at that next week as a review. And then in the week after that, we'll have the National League West. And everybody, it's Collectible Chris at TikTok, Collectible Chris. And it's Card Guy, Priscillas. And I hope everybody has a great day.
See you next time.
Bye.